his powers under the Special Prosecutors Act to demand for documents from the Parliament. I mean, when those documents from Parliament were presented to him, they were unsatisfactory to him. He then wrote to the Minister of Finance to furnish him with further documents. Now, the Minister of Finance initially was hesitant in providing the documents, but finally made available to Martin Hamidu those documents. Now, Martin Hamidu, I don't know whether Martin Hamidu has actually gotten the full complement, but the ministry has given him some documents. Now, these documents will enable Martin Hamidu to do a risk assessment of whether or not the deal, the transaction, has been tainted by corruption. And until that is done, there is no way that they can get a clearance. But you know, the Minister of Finance had said earlier that nothing was going to stop them, and that they were going to list to get the money, because they really need the money. Now, so they could not risk angering the people of this country and disobeying or treating the request by Martin Hamidu with contempt. That's why they've held on. But a lot of things are happening. That probably is forcing the hand of the government. You know, the European Union has blacklisted Ghana. FATF, that is the Financial Action Task Force, has almost blacklisted Ghana. That is, Ghana is one of the green countries. There's countries that are not given all clear. Last week, the ING Bank in Belgium ordered our mission in Belgium to withdraw all their monies from their bank and close the accounts. Now, a lot of information is coming out pointing clearly at money laundering activities and corrupt activities of this government. So, they could not risk, in the face of all these things happening internationally and locally, to go ahead with the IPO. And so they found a convenient reason to state that they are abiding the decision of Martin Hamidu's risk assessment.
So there were several factors rather than just Martin Hamidu's request.
There are several factors. Several factors. Some of the factors I cannot say on radio because they are yet to be verified.
Okay.
The British customs have intercepted a large amount of money from a key government official.
British customs?
Yes, and are asking for documentation to support that. That money was ferried into the United Kingdom by plane, by a chartered plane.
A large amount of money.
Large amount of money. About $26 million. Pound sterling.
26 million pounds sterling.
Pound sterling, yes.
Flown from this country to Britain.
Yes. And they're still investigating where the information is still filtering through. It's not done yet. About a month ago or so, the Serious Fraud Office of the United Kingdom had reason to ask for further and better particulars of a transfer that had been effected to Britain, because that transfer raised under FATF rules or the British government rules red flags. The transaction came under the STR, suspicious transaction, and so a report was made. That's why I say STR. So the Serious Fraud Office in Britain dealt with a suspicious transaction report of an amount of money that had been transferred from this country to Britain.
So two clear issues. First one, money. You said 26 million.
There are many issues. There are so many issues that they hit you before you even digest one and finish. Another is hitting you on the face. Before you even finish digesting one, another is hitting you on the face. There are so many. So you unable to understand exactly where this government is leading us to. There's so many issues. There's so many.
And you know the people who are involved in this whole arrangements?
Yes, but because the information is just unraveling,
okay,
I'm unable to mention their names.
But you can say for a fact that these things you are saying occurred and are being investigated by the British authorities?
I can say as a matter of fact.
Including the ferrying of over £20 million from Ghana
yes.
to UK?
Yes.
But you say by a key government official?
Yes. So now you can also, I'll just drop the hint, so you can also start nosing around. Because you are a journalist.
Oh, okay. So you believe that these are the kind of things that's forcing the government hands and not necessarily Matalamido's request?
Well, they are a combination of things. If the international community is becoming worried about money laundering activities of this government, and then it's even closing our account, our embassy, a bank in Belgium has ordered our embassy to withdraw all their monies from their account and close the account. Not even giving them an opportunity to explain anything. Close the account. We don't want you as our customers. You are too risky to be our customer. You know is it the Singaporean bank that paid about $3 billion because of money laundering activities? So they think that Ghana embassy in Belgium is too risky to be their client. And so they are prepared to sacrifice that client. The sacrifice that is done to damage their reputation. And this is serious. I mean, I don't know why Ghanaians are not even affecting their mind to that. There's a contract between the Ghana embassy in Belgium and the ING Bank that Ghana embassy in Belgium can keep their monies with the bank, and any time that they need the money, the bank promises to make the money available to them. Then the bank, out of the blue, has written to Ghana embassy that they no longer wish to keep them as clients. And the Ghana embassy is the government of Ghana. Is the representative of the government of Ghana and the state of Ghana in Belgium. Belgium is the financial capital of Europe. So the conclusion one comes to is that ING Bank thinks that the Ghana embassy in Belgium is so risky a client to continue to maintain them as their clients and operate their accounts. So why would they come to that conclusion? It is because of the way they have operated the account. It is the way they have operated the account. It means that there have been suspicious transactions effected on their accounts, and they are not prepared to keep them as clients.
So you
see, a lot of things are happening, and you need to be piecing all those things together to get a clear view of how this government, the Nana Akufo-Addo's government, and his bunch of family and friends are pilfering this country, are stealing the resources of this country. You need to piece them all together. And so that is why they have chosen the easy way out. I can tell you that they could have treated, and if they were still in the good books of the development partners, they would have treated Matanamido with contempt because they've got parliamentary approval. Not so. They would have treated Martin Amidu with contempt. In any case, they would have told Martin Amidu that the risk assessment ought to have been done before the parliamentary approval. But with the risk assessment negate or reverse the parliamentary approval, that's what they would have told. That's what they would have told him. But even Finch has Fitch ratings has downgraded Ghana to B minus. When we got B minus in somewhere in 2014, 2015, the MPP made huge capital out of that. But that time we were not blacklisted. They just thought that we were reaching a position, a point in which we will find it difficult to service our loans. The IMF has said that African countries, including Ghana, are moving fast to the pre-HIPIC period. That is, in the shortest possible time, Ghana and other African countries who have behaved like Ghana has behaved will find it difficult to service their debts. And we're already seeing it. They're already seeing it. In Ghana today, we use close to 90% of our revenue and grants to service loans. So we are left with 10% for payment of salaries and for development. It's under Nakufado.
Well,
so what can we develop? We're just going to be borrowing to, anything that we want to do in this country now, we are going to borrow to do it. This is the in Parliament, somebody asked me. So, can there be an order paper without a credit facility? Can we come to Parliament as members of Parliament, look at an order paper without a request for approval of a credit facility?
Oh, so every time you're in Parliament, whenever another paper comes, there will be a credit facility on it?
It's credit facility alone.
So you are always approving one loan?
But my brother, Sandra, I've just given you the scenario. If you are using close to 90% of your revenue, including grants, to service debt, you are left with 10% for paying salaries and for development. Is that possible?
And that revenue includes all revenue?
Revenue, when I say revenue, I'm meaning tax revenue and non-tax revenue. And non-tax revenue is the oil and others that we get. Cocoa and others that we get. That's a non-tax revenue. Tax revenue is what we generate through taxes. So when I say revenue, I mean tax and non-tax revenue.
So they really needed that money and they wanted that money until they realized that the conditions were not conducive. So they follow Martin Amidu as an excuse.
Yeah. I just think that it's more convenient to agree not to go ahead with that listing than to do that in view of the bad publicity that this country has gotten in terms of, one, the Ajepa deal, two, the blacklisting of this country on by the European Union, three, the removal, if you want, of the Ghana embassy from the list of clients of the ING Bank, four, the interception of large amounts of money that have been moved from this country to the United Kingdom. All that, and we are still following up on stories emanating from the United States of America. So all that is giving an indication of what this government stands for and what is happening. So they have chosen the easy option out, and the easy option out is to say, oh, okay, Matanami will agree with you. We will stop the distance, the IPO, until you do your risk assessment. But I'm telling you that decision was a very difficult decision because this government has its back to the war. They don't have money.